Yesterday, I attended one of the smallest anti-pipeline protests I've been to in Vancouver. Advertised as Students Against Pipelines, a one-day strike to prevent Kinder Morgan, so I figured it would draw numerous passionate, socially conscious youths from our large universities like UBC and SFU. But alas, I suppose the rainy weather yesterday morning couldn't pull that many away from the cozy comfort of their homes or classrooms. Of course, it did not deter the usual suspects in the activist community here from attending and attempting to repudiate the case for pipelines and the oil sands in general. Like Bob Ages from the Foreign-Funded Council of Canadians. Remember when he followed me around at a Kinder Morgan protest back in May? He made sure to warn everyone I was talking to about who I really was.
You know who these people are, right?
What?
I mean, extreme right.
Extreme right wing. Give me a break. We're just asking difficult questions.
The same tactics were on display again yesterday, when again people were told not to talk with me. That was despite my very mild manner, and really, I wasn't even asking very difficult questions just yet.
And what about all those people that are currently up in Alberta working in the industry? Are you happy just to see them lose their jobs, or do you think it could be phased out over time?
I'm not happy with them. No.
We're gonna start getting set up here, man. Do you mind?
No more comments? It happens. Hi guys, any comment today about why you're out here supporting, no, how come you don't want to talk to me? No?
And this young lady here, who back in January at the Kinder Morgan hearings before the National Energy Board, felt it her duty to interfere with me trying to talk with protesters.
Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know it was. Well, there's scum.
I'm not sure if she grew up over the summer, but at least this time she behaved herself. And Audrey Siegel from the Musqueam First Nation. Audrey is a radical member of the Indigenous resistance movement and has been at almost every protest I've been to in the past few years. I use the term radical freely when describing someone like Audrey. She has an extensive history. Everything from filing a false complaint against the Vancouver Police Department in the February 2015 Shut Down Canada protests, to joining David Suzuki's grandson in interrupting and harassing employees of Kinder Morgan at a company dinner. I wouldn't want to mess with that guy. But you know what the thing is about those employees whose dinner they interrupted? Well, they work for Kinder Morgan's North Shore operations, specifically the sulfur docks. They have nothing to do with oil or the Trans Mountain Pipeline whatsoever. But what would you expect from a bunch of low information protesters who want to cover their faces when they interrupt a company dinner? At this rally, Audrey maintained her reputation of delivering strong, uncompromising rhetoric. First, attacking the city of Fort McMurray.
We know what happens to our women in these towns, in these extractive industry towns. We know what happens to our women here in the downtown east side. Fort Mac had the highest rate of women being trafficked in and out. How much do you want to bet the majority of those women were brown?
Then later, she attacked the entire country, our national anthem, and even the Queen.
So I implore each of you, don't accept the benefits of being Canadian. Don't stand for that anthem. Don't pledge allegiance to that Queen. Stand for what you believe in. Think in your heart and in your mind of what matters to you, of what empowers you, what is sacred to you.
But she wasn't done there, even taking a moment to engage me as I stood in the crowd.
I don't want to have a beef with you. I don't like the energy you bring to events. I don't like how
This is
you...
a low energy event, to be honest.
I don't like how you misrepresent the truth.
Like what? I mean, maybe you could talk to me on camera if you like.
You also provide airtime for us and our causes. So for that, I thank you.
Well, thank you.
You heard me ask to speak with her on camera. So I approached her again as I was leaving, and I asked her without the camera running if she would speak with me, and I would show the entire interview unedited from start to finish. She still declined. But it's simple. For someone like her, there is no point in engaging me. She has no interest in compromise or common ground, no desire to open herself up into the square of public intellectual debate about an issue as important as pipelines. No, sir, not for that radical. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.